Hi, it's Pat Gillis here, and welcome to 28 and 28. So I have this rule that when I'm working with horses, I never ask the horse for something that I'm not prepared for him to do. And that seems like a really straightforward rule and common sense, but I kind of came up with that rule way back in the early 80s. I was managing a riding school for the university close to me, and we had this lovely little horse named Buddy. He was almost a pony, but he just made it as a horse. He was just tall enough to be a horse. But he had a few of the pony cheekiness to him, right? But at any rate, he was a lovely little school horse. And one day I was teaching a lesson, and this little girl was riding him, and every time she would come up to the jump, Buddy would just sort of slowly wind down to a walk, and then he would just stop at the base of the fence. And she did nothing. And then, sometimes she'd get him to come almost to the fence again. He would just slowly go trot, trot, walk, walk, halt, right in front of the jump. Did nothing. It was just a small jump, not even 2 feet high. Anyway, so I said to her, okay, get off the horse. Because I'm thinking to myself, this is not great for his training at this point. So I get on the little horse, and we're still now facing the jump right at the bottom of the jump. And I'm talking to the kids, and so I've got one hand on his haunches, and I'm looking back at this little circle of kids behind me on their horses and the one that's standing on the ground. I said, it's really important that when you ask a horse for something, you have to mean it. And as I said that, I squeezed with my legs. And Buddy just launched himself over the jump. And needless to say, we did not arrive on the other side of the jump together. I ended up lying in the middle of the jump. But as I'm lying there on this jump, I could hear that, that kind of squeaking sound that people make when something's really, really funny, but they know they shouldn't laugh. And so all these kids I look, or they're all, trying not to laugh. That was a great rule for me, because I realized, bless his little heart with Buddy, he said, yeah, you're right, she means it. And so he just left right from that standstill and jumped over the fence. Have you ever seen that Thelwell cartoon where there's an instructor and she's lying in the middle of a jump, just the way I was, and she's lying there and she puts her hand, she goes, hands up, who saw my intentional mistake? Anyway, the other rule that goes with this story is, of course, that horses should make us humble. And Buddy certainly did that day, and many horses have since that time. Anyway, remember to thank your horse, even horses like Buddy, and we'll talk to you soon.